Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl G's Louise. I know. Y'all probably where have you been? I've been busy trying to get my life right. So I'm back with another download, guys. Message. Hopefully it's gonna hit somebody home. I need to help somebody. But I actually have, I'm going to do another video though, on that one. That's going to be a whole nother video. But how are you guys doing, man? I hope y'all are feeling good. I want to welcome you to please like and subscribe. Let's feel good, shall we? All right. So I wanted to talk to the fathers or parents in general. It could be whether, man, woman, whatever. I just feel like there is a whole lot of, back and forth when it comes to parenting. Because, you got your good fathers out there that are like, man, I do this and I do that, and, I'm not appreciated or whatever. It's always in parenting situations, sometimes it could be one-sided, right? I know with me, I was a single mother, and things felt very one-sided for me. I did not get a lot of help, as much help as I would have liked to get with raising my kids. I had my kids real young. I'm talking about, so right now I got a 22-year-old and I have a 17-year-old. So I started out 16 and 19. And raising them, I grew up with them. I didn't know, a lot of things that I know now. If I knew what I know now, let's just say I would have did shit way different. So everybody that I come across that have younger kids, I try to give a certain type of advice, because raising kids it's not easy. It's very challenging. I love this mug, you guys. Look at my mug. My mom got it for me. She brought it back from California, and then this spoon sits in this little groove. It's super cute. I like cute shit like that. And I really like cups. I know it's off subject. Cups, mugs, shot glasses. I'm so into that. One day I'll take you on a tour of my shot glass collection. But getting back to the parenting thing. So dads, I just want to say, coming from a mother's standpoint, a baby mom standpoint, the your significant other, whatever, because there's a lot of men that live in the household and still, aren't really interacting with their children. And I just want to say, when you're parenting over time, shit can get rough. You got to worry about, we got so much shit to worry about besides just raising them. We can't just sit there and totally give them our undivided attention all the time. Kudos to the ones that can. But I know me personally, I wasn't able to do that all the time. So I had to do whatever. So if you are, juggling a bunch of different things, you're trying to pay the bills, you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that, it can be challenging to be tapped in all the way with your children. Okay? Then, not to mention, you're human. So you gonna do some shit that's, Mom, I can't believe you did that. Or Dad, I can't believe you did that. Well, me neither. So it's not like you woke up that day and said you wanted to fuck your kid up or, make them feel bad or something, because it's just what it is. You handle shit accordingly. You handle each child accordingly, because they're all different. You can't be I treat my kids the same. That's impossible. You might buy them the same shoes or the same clothes or they both might get candy when you go to the store, but you can't treat them the same. They're not the same person. They're different. So you're bound to, you know, treat them a little differently. But anyway, as a daughter, my father, rest in peace, my father, Robert Dudley, he I feel like he focused more on the dollar than he did and himself. And I feel like a lot of men, they don't feel like men if they ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? If they money funny, they not worried about nothing else but their money. What I be trying to get you men to realize is that money is energy. Money goes and comes. It's not guaranteed that you're going to get this to this place that you're trying to get to, especially if you're going about it in the wrong way. So if you're spending all your time chasing dollars, you're going to miss out on them growing up, because time doesn't wait. As you know, people always, the saying is, oh, they grew up so fast. They grew up so fast. I just can't believe so-and-so. I mean, you know, when did they start doing this? It's because that's what happens. You know, like they grow and they change. And if you're missing out on that, guess what? Your connection is going to suffer. And it's not always about that. And the thing is, moms, I'm not speaking of, there are single dads too. I'm going to just say single parents that have the child in the home with them and the other parent is not in the home. It's like we have to still deal with our emotions, deal with our bullshit, get the money, pay the bills, and deal with their shit and their emotions and where they have to be at. And if they got an attitude today, or if they smelling themselves and they want to, you know, be nasty and whatever it is that's going on, I got to deal with that. That the parent that's got the kid in the house full time, yeah, they got to deal with that. Meanwhile, you're over here, a lot of your money goes to you. The money that you get, you don't have to spend all of it on the child or the household that they stay in, the lights that they use, the what. It's just like you have this mentality where it's like, well, I got to get the money. Or I just bought him some shoes. I just bought them some the game and the PlayStation 2. Okay, cool. You did that, right? But parenting is not about what you bought somebody. Because if that's the case, then you could be a parent to anybody that you buy some shit for. No, that's not true. If you went a whole week and didn't see your child, whether you like the baby mama or not. Now, I know there are those that have situations where the mom is just difficult. The dad is just difficult. They are not letting you see the kid, or they're causing some kind of issues. In those situations, I guess you got to work through that, dealing with the cards that you got. But as far as like the ones that are available where you can go see your kid, there's no problem with you getting them, picking them up, so going to see them. It just might be a personal issue that you have inside of you. I've heard a lot of men say, oh, I can't get so-and-so because I ain't got no money this weekend. Okay. I don't never had no money, but I still had a baby. What are you saying? So in order for you to have a child in your presence, you need to have money. Granted, you do got to eat all that shit, right? But whatever you was going to eat, just give it to the baby, whatever. Figure it out. It ain't going to kill you, is what I'm saying. It ain't going to kill you to call every day and see what's up with them. You don't even know their favorite color. You don't even know if they got a boyfriend or girlfriend, if they struggling, if they got anger issues. You don't know their emotional state. You don't know why? Because you're too busy over there dealing with your bullshit. But the problem is, the bag is always going to skip over you. Okay? You could chase it all day. You ain't never going to catch it. If you're not investing in your family, if you're not giving to others and loving on others and investing your energy and your love and your time in people, you're always going to be chasing a dollar. Because that shit is just energy. And I know this because I used to chase money. I don't chase money no more. Money chases, it comes to me. I don't do that. I don't have to. You know, I'm not in survival mode. I don't claim none of that. I don't have to be there. I've been there, but that was because I didn't understand and my mindset was not right. And I also didn't understand parenting, because parenting, they throw their weight around and they get on their kids' levels and they go back and forth with them and argue with them and call them names. And listen, you can't do that. You cannot talk to your son like, if you're a man and you have a son, just because you get mad at him, you can't call him pussy ass nigga and bitch. And why would you call them that? These ain't your niggas in the street. Half of y'all don't even have the balls to talk to a nigga like that. So why would you talk to your child like that? Why would you tear them down? You know what I'm saying? Now, I get if you're in a moment and you just lose your cool on the kid and you saying some shit. I ain't talking about that shit. I'm talking about when you just constantly putting your kid down and you talking junk to them. That's how you feel. You reflecting that on to them how you feel about you. That's what you're doing. And it's dead ass wrong. And it's also dead wrong to think that you can just go all these years doing the same exact thing. This is man or woman, doing the same fucking thing that you've been doing. And chasing money and still don't have none. And it's like, you missed the whole shit. Now your kid's grown. Do you even know? Do you even know them? Did you contribute to the person that they have become? Because it really takes a village. I mean, they're everywhere. I mean, everywhere kids go, they're getting fed something, whether it be negative or positive. You know what I mean? And so being that we're the parent, we have to make sure that they have standards and discernment and morals and shit like that. Like shit that they be like, man, I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you instill certain things in them, and you actually are supposed to instill it through your action. Because believe it or not, they don't listen. Like, they watch you more than they listen to you. Like, and this is just off experience. Because when I change, they change. I could tell them to do some shit, right? And people be like, oh, they gonna do what I say. Oh, I'm gonna beat their ass. Okay. But they gonna do what they want to do. I'm trying to tell you what I'm telling you. They gonna do what they want to do. They live their own life. You have them. You bring them into the world. You guide them. You teach them whatever they decide to do and shit like that. Well, what you taught them is on them. They're gonna go and then live their journey and do their own thing. They have to experience shit. And people be like, oh, you know. But I told them and I talked to them. I said it. I'm like, man, I sat this motherfucker down and told her. But it don't matter how much I told her. Want to know why? Because she wants to see. Like, she wants to experience. She got to go through it. And that shit fucking hurts as a parent, but you got to let them go. That goes for anybody. We can't control nobody. I mean, I know they say kids are supposed to stay in their place and blah, 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 blah. That's outdated beliefs, in my opinion. Children go by their environment. Whatever environment you're providing, that's what they usually, that's their makeup. So whatever you're not liking, you need to bring that shit back to yourself and see, well, what it is, what part in this, and that goes for all shit, just not parenting. You need to always bring it back to yourself, because there's a reason why this thing is happening, whatever the thing is. But when it comes to these kids, man, you got to plant them seeds and you got to give them something to think about, even when they're little. And it's fun to watch them now for me, because I used to be the other parent, like cuss you out, tell you what you're supposed to do, you better fucking do it because I said so. And that was stupid, because it really didn't get me nowhere, to be honest, because they still was doing that shit. They was still doing what they want to do. But my point that I'm making is, what it all boils down to is that, you know, you want to guide your children and you want to make sure you're teaching them something positive to help them grow. You know what I mean? You don't want to get, like if you had a plant, you wouldn't put a bunch of poison and bullshit into the plant and think it's going to grow tall and beautiful. Like, then you want to be mad because the plant's fucking fucked up. It's dead. It's raggedy. It ain't right. It's fucked up. But you didn't really, what did you do? You put a bunch of bullshit in it. You know what I'm saying? And you expect something different. Like, no. If you riding around listening to Boosie with your kids in the car like I did, it might be it's a little bit gangster, a little bit. But, yeah, so I'm not saying, I'm not telling nobody, don't ever get it twisted. I'm not telling anybody how to raise their children, none of that. That's a touchy subject. All I'm saying is, as a parent, if you are the other parent that doesn't live in the home, you need to be trying to contribute as much as you possibly can because you're not in the home. For whatever the reason is, it ain't no need to talk about that. The point is, there's a kid here, and that kid belongs to you too. There's an equal give and take. And then you can't be like on some bullshit like, oh, well, I bought them a phone and they ain't answer the phone, so I'm gonna just cut the phone off. Like, that's not parenting. Okay, you getting it twisted. Or all they do is call me when they want something. That's the relationship you created. You're the parent. You're the adult. You created that shit. They're the kid. They following suit. So if you only coming through here and there and you're only coming through with gifts like a PlayStation or that's not. I mean, they appreciate it probably if they're not ungrateful children, but they're most likely those are not the things that they're gonna remember the most. You know what I'm saying? They remember the moments when you taught them some shit that they didn't fucking know, and you were patient with them when they were frustrated trying to accomplish something, or when you're there for them when they're fucking crying their eyes out because they just got their fucking heart broke by a stupid motherfucking nigga or whatever's going on in their lives. These are the things that they remember. Now, my daddy, he wasn't a part of none of my shit. None of it. All he did was try to go find and catch the next dollar. And my daddy died with $125 to his name. And that's what he chased. That's not what mattered. It's not. I used to want more I wanted to talk to him on the phone sometime. I'd be like, hey, Daddy. He'd be like, oh, yeah, go to the Walmart. I sent you some money. Click. Like, it would just be nothing. And it's like, that's not what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not mad at him at all because he can't give me something that he does not know how to give. He didn't get it. So he can't give it to me. Like, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not mad. I understand a lot of these men out here are going through the fucking ringer, but they don't understand they're going through the ringer because they're not taking care of their fucking family. Whether you with the woman or not, it's not about her. I've always had my doors open for my kids' fathers to come in, and they just put their foot in and out whenever they felt like it. That's not full time. And my baby daddy, honestly, my daughter's father was such a real nigga. I mean, and I say real nigga in the sense of when he came to her graduation, he gave me a hug and he said, "Man, you did it." And he gave me the props that I felt like. I mean, you don't get props. I mean, you're supposed to raise your children. You're supposed to be there for them. You're supposed to do what you need to do. Be there for them. So I'm not looking for no pat on the back because I did. This is chlorophyll, by the way. I know y'all like, what the hell is in her water? This is chlorophyll, the stuff that's in plants. It's green. Buy it from health food stores and stuff. But yeah, like, I'm not looking for no reward. Okay, it does feel good to be appreciated by your children. It does feel good to get a pat on the back, but I don't need it, and that's not what I do it for. I had these kids, and to be totally honest, I know God knew what he was doing to give me kids that early, because I would have been all over the place and lost in the sauce. They kept me grounded. They kept me saying, okay, I can't go this far. I can't do this. I can't fall this deep in this depression. I can't not do this. I have to keep pushing. Because if it was just me, what would I push for? So I do appreciate that they are blessings to me. They got me through a lot of shit that I just personally had to go through because of the shit, my harsh lessons that I had to learn, that I'm still learning. But I just try to teach them. At this point, they're older. I'm just guiding them. If they come to me for advice, I give it to them. If I see a window where they talking about something that I could throw in a couple of jewels, make them think about it later, and then they can apply it themselves. Because you just pointing your finger, yelling at them, telling what to do, man, they ain't listen to that shit. I'm just telling you right now, I don't give a fuck if your mom, you the dad, you can beat them up. I don't give a fuck. They're not listening. They pay attention and receive from those they respect. That's it. People that they know that care for them. If you've shown them that you don't give a fuck, they're going to act like that. They're going to act like how you created it. You created it, the environment. And those that are financially stable fathers that are taking care of their kids financially, quit throwing it in their fucking face. Don't tell them that they're supposed to, to do this and that and the third because you doing this. You're going to do it anyway. You're their fucking father and their mother. And get out your way, your own way, your ego shit, saying, all they do is use me up. Yeah, that's what they do. It's correct. They're going to call you when they need shit. That's what the fuck they do. That should not be taken personal. Those things that you're feeling are inside of you already. They're just activating it. It was already how you feel. Don't make it seem like it's them. And respect goes both ways. You talking shit to your son, 9 times out of 10, he's not going to fuck with you. And it has nothing to do with the mom or what. If you talking to them crazy, they're not going to respect you. They're not going to feel good about you. They're not going to come running and tell you their good news. They're not going to come running and tell you when they have bad news. They ain't going to tell you a goddamn thing. They just going to be like, what's up? Y'all going to have a surface relationship, which is, oh, how's the weather? Oh, good. How's school? Good. How's your mama? Good. All right, love you. Bye. That's what you get. Do you know your fucking kids? And if you don't, you need to get to know them. And please understand that money is energy. If you chasing it, you ain't never gonna catch up with it. You need to take, if you got $2, one of them dollars need to go over there to that motherfucking household. And you could give it directly to your child if it makes you feel better and you want to be petty with it. And this goes for the mothers that are out there not in the household and the fathers that are out there not in the household that have children with somebody, and that one person is doing all the work. It's one-sided, 80-20. Some of y'all ain't doing nothing. Now, if you are a good parent, I'm not talking to you, so there's no reason for you to get defensive or none of that. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the men that are going to go into their grave chasing $1 and miss out on watching their kids grow up. How dope they are. This is somebody you created, whether you meant to do it or not. And that's why I get the whole thing now. Do not have sex out of wedlock, man. Oh my God, I get this shit now. Because when you do it, it's like, ooh, the hell you go through. Baby daddies and baby mamas. How many of y'all got baby mamas from hell? Do you just like, man, why did I fucking have sex with this motherfucker? Why did I do this shit? How many of y'all have baby daddies and it's like embarrassing. And they don't help. Ain't none of them contributing. Like, goddamn, bro. I mean, you just gonna let me go the whole way raising the kid by myself? You know it's your child. Okay. But, you know, I just need you to realize that the child goes through something every day. They might have an attitude that day. They might have an emotion that day. And you're the father. You're the mother. So there's things that you can help them with because they came from us. So the shit that we got in us, we gave a lot of it to them. Passed it on to them. Whether it was through environment or them learning it externally or whether it's in their DNA. But it's something that you could help them with because you done been living longer than them. Help them. Be what you needed at 11. If you don't know, be what you needed at 13. Be what you needed at 22. Because I'm telling you, I learned this the hard way. I was cussing my kids the hell out. Shit. And my aunt was like, you just a bad mom. I'm like, well, no. I mean, my daddy talked shit to me. My daddy called me all kind of motherfuckers. And my mama called me all kind of bitches. So, shit. I mean, I got a dirty mouth because of that. But I'm not blaming them. I could change it. And I do. I have gotten a lot better. Like the way I speak and stuff like that. I still cuss a lot. But when I'm dealing with my kids, I have changed the way I react to them when they piss me off. I could say that. I have really changed. And it's been a good solid 5 years. Maybe six years where I have really buckled down and decided to handle them in a different light. Because it was hard. I mean... And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not, you don't got to be perfect, but you got to be there. That's not fair. You know what I'm saying? You just be there. Be there when it counts, even if they don't want you there. Do you think, my daddy told me one time, oh, y'all didn't want me there. You're the fucking dad. What the hell? I'm not supposed to make them type of decisions. If you don't be like, oh, well, she don't want to talk to me. Nah, show up at that school every day till she fucking talk to you. And even if she got an attitude, if she look at you and be like, Daddy, what you doing here? Be like, oh, I'm here to see you. Hey. They're going to be mad as hell, but they're going to be like, man, my daddy fuck with me later on because he's here. He ain't going nowhere. Whether I'm mad, rejecting him. They're teenagers. Be what you needed. Be what you needed at their age because you was already their age. They ain't never been yours. So... I know y'all like, what the hell? She drinking 3 different things. It's soursop tea. But yeah. That was the download. I had a message for you too. Because it has been nudging at me because, you know, you're connected to your kids. Your kids are connected to you. Whether you want it to be like that or not. Not sure where, you know, who needed to hear the message. But, you know, they need you. Even if they think they don't, they need you. And I cry that, you know, my dad is gone, but I mean, I should have accepted him for who he was when he was here. And I know that if this message would have got to him sooner, he would have understood, like, money is not, you don't chase that. I mean, it could come to you. You just got to change the way you think. And if you're in survival mode your whole life, chasing a dollar, you're going to miss out on your kids. Even if you're in the household, you're going to have attitude. They're going to be looking at you like, well, damn, what's mama problem? What's daddy problem? But you're missing out on those moments because you're worried about other things. And I get it. But it's bigger than that. You got to change the way you think. You got to change the way you deal with them. But I'm about to sign off. I hope this message helps somebody. Please energetically donate to my channel by clicking the thumbs up. If you have not already became a part of Queen of Second Chances family, please hit the subscribe button. Share the video with someone you might think needs to hear the message. And until then, I wish you peace, health, wealth, and the time to enjoy them all.